Hey guys, welcome back to another episode in the deep playthrough of Kingdom Come Deliverance. In the previous episodes we played the dice game with the guy who had like this talisman, some kind of a lucky charm that we needed to obtain for a trader in this little village, Sassau. It's called Sassau, I think, the monastery village. We lost the game, and before starting the game I went to the baths here to buy some services, and supposedly that would have saved the game, but unfortunately after checking, that was after ending the previous episodes, like restarting after losing the dice game, it appeared not to have saved here, which was quite annoying. So I had to do some stuff that we did in the previous episodes to get ready for the dice game, like selling a book, doing some sleeping, doing some trading, stuff like that. All pretty time consuming. And the thing is, after I did a little bit of reading up on the internet, the reason it didn't save is that these bathhouses, they
I'd like to make use of the bathhouse's services.
So what are you interested in?
they do save the game, but only if you take the full service. So this is a bath and launder. This is only heal my wounds, and this is the full services: heal wounds, bath and launder. So if you get that one, then indeed the game
Actually, never mind.
saves. So in between episodes, in between
God bless.
this one and the last one. Oh shit, I forgot. That's a bit of a bummer. I forgot to put on entry micro. That is software that I can toggle the HUD on and off. So I am going to go to my desktop very briefly. 1 second. Hopefully that's... Not really sure. Gonna try it again. 1 second. Okay. Alright.
There.
Hopefully this works. Anyways, so I did do all those chores in between the previous episode and this one. And I saved the game with the full services over here. So now we are ready to tackle that dice game again. And should I screw up again, we can just retry from that save point. Alright, where was the... bar? Like the inn. I think it's over here. That's where the dice dude is. Here we go. He should be somewhere around here. Yes, here he is.
Good day to you. What do you need?
I would like
About that talisman.
the talisman.
What about it?
Play for it.
I'd like to try that luck of yours. Let's play for your talisman.
As you wish. My talisman against your aggression.
Sure. There'd be no point in it otherwise.
God be with you.
Here we go.
St. George, guide my hand.
I wonder whether this game is a bit screwed, because he really
Coming
is
right up.
extremely lucky. He has like super good hands. And Henry doesn't really. Although this one is pretty good.
Certainly, I'll fetch it right away.
That's a pretty good hand. Come on, dice.
That's it.
What does he have? 1.
Finished.
Alright, here we go. Come on! Holy shit! I have a good hand. Holy shit! That's 900 plus 300, I guess. Very nice. Looks like I'm winning. Right, what does he have?
We'll see.
1. Alright, he's going for broke. 1.
No
Alright.
point in pushing it.
Come on, Henry. You can do this. What do we have? 1. Yeah, what to do? Shall I take this 5 as well? No, I will only take the 1. And let's throw again. Come on, Henry. You can do this. Whew. What? Nothing much. Let's take this one. And shall we throw again or shall we pass? I think I might throw again. Screw
If
it.
I was in your shoes, I'd pass while the going's good.
Woo! There's a 1 and a 5. Yes! We're winning over here. Finally! Woohoo! Here we go. Score and pass. Woohoo!
Well, seems my luck's run out. Damn it. Seeing how I lost, I reckon that cat's paw don't bring luck anymore.
Not to you, anyway. So, thanks for the game.
Alright, I actually was not expecting that
Hey.
at all. That would have worked. And this is the trader where we have to give it to. Let's give it to him.
Pull me! I see you carry a message.
Give him the items. Alright. No, let's just ask him.
You mentioned a
first.
piece of the remains of St. Procopius.
Why, certainly. I have his very tooth,
Hold on. I only just brought you that.
and you were well paid for it.
Unfortunately, that won't do. I need actual holy relics.
And isn't every virtuous person holy in a way?
Perhaps, but not everyone has miraculous powers.
Take care now. Welcome, pilgrim.
I went to look for those items you wanted.
Splendid, splendid. So show me what you've got left.
One cat paw for luck.
Wonderful. How did you obtain it?
You wouldn't believe it. I won it from him.
Oh, no, you don't. Now the talisman won't bring its owner luck anymore.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Oh, well, luckily it's a cat's paw, so it has other uses. So, we've got all that sorted out. And now, to the next matter.
Go on. I'm shaking with anticipation.
There's one more thing. It's rather complicated and, delicate.
What thing?
A shroud.
A shroud?
Yes, a burial shroud of someone who passed away not too long ago.
I'm just supposed to take a dead person's clothes.
Christ, no. I need a burial shroud. The precious enveloping garment in which the deceased is buried.
And does it matter who I take it from?
It needs to be someone who lived an honest life. And I have just the fellow. A good man by the name of Lokota who recently passed on.
Right. So where can I find him?
His family is waiting for the funeral. For now, he's lying in the small church in Sasa.
And who was this Lokata?
I know only a little, but according to the locals, he was an honorable man. You should certainly try to ask around.
Alright.
Farewell.
So we have like a new task. And we also got a reward. And I wonder what it does. Holy Trinity die. Looks promising. A blessed playing die consecrated to the Holy Trinity in the hope of falling on 3. Right, so that will always be a 3 probably. And we need to go over here. Where is that? Is that over here? Yes, optional. There is a guy in a church. On my travels I've met all sorts. Alright, get the burial shroud. The whole text we already read, it's the same as it was before. So I would say the little church is over there. By the way, let's check the stats. 190, energy 97, nourishment 97, health 100. That looks pretty good. And the time? 8:30. Alright, I don't feel too good stealing a shroud. Let's just walk about a bit. Alright, I could pick up a spade if I wanted to.
Who's the man who died? The one who's lying in the church?
Oh, that was old Lokot. He was a respectable fellow.
And how did he make a living?
He was a butcher of some renown in the region.
Was he a local?
Oh no, he came here from Vlashin because of an argument with his brother. We weren't too keen on him at first. His trade took customers away from our old butcher, you see. But we soon realized he was a decent man, and we all grew to love him.
It's a sad loss. What about his family?
His wife Lucy passed away a long time ago. Poor soul. He was never the same since then. He never laughed from the heart anymore. But he's left 2 sons behind, Peter and Mark.
What are his sons like?
Oh, they're sturdy men. Sturdy and straightforward. Mind you, Peter doesn't have any sense of humor that you'd notice. He takes everything as seriously as a sermon. Mark's a more open sort, and a little superstitious. But don't make fun of him.
Thank you. That's all I needed to know.
Take care now.
Right, let's see if we can get in through a side entrance or something. let's just see if we can get through the main one.
What do you want here? Go and play your games somewhere else.
Oops.
Is something the matter?
Peter. Alright. I'm not really sure what to do here. Except maybe waiting till nighttime. Which hopefully will make them move away. Let's try that. So let's wait till 1 in the morning. Right, here we go. This is what I was afraid of. He is still there. I could try to take him out, but like take him from behind, although I haven't saved the game, I wasn't able to, so I don't want to fight and die and then have to redo that dice game and stuff. Actually, it would probably be a good idea if I save the game now, if I go back to the bathhouse. Let's just wait a bit longer if he leaves. I mean, he should also become tired at one point, right? Right. Early morning. I hear the crickets. God damn it. How can that guy stay there forever? Right, what I could do... Can't I? Start digging. Not sure why I would want to do this. Holy shit, that's gross. Bone or Grushion? What kind of bone? A finger bone. The Lord alone knows if this is the relic of a saint or the earthly remains of some poor wretch. Alright. Nope, I am not. I already desecrated it enough. Let's try to open this one up. Well, I'm really bad at this. Nice. Wasn't expecting that to work. Here we go. Let's open it up and maybe I can get in behind him. Holy shit, what's this? It's like a tower. Here we go. We have something over there. Can't I make a noise here that he will come up or that he will be afraid? Let's try that. Let's equip a weapon. Like so. And let's put it out. Doesn't make any noise. What to do here? I am totally in a bind. Is there any way to get into the church behind him? Not really. I don't really see it. I couldn't talk to them. He immediately kicks me out. The other brother I didn't have like a dialogue option with. Let's try and shoot arrow. See if he gets scared or distracted. By the way, the spade could return that like so, and let's lose the sword. Cannot wield it anyways. Apparently it's above my level. Minimum agility 5. Why is my agility that low? 3. It's amazingly low. Alright, but anyways, let's shoot an arrow. Hopefully that makes a sound. Doesn't make any sound. Nope, he's unfazed. Where's my arrow? Also looks like it just goes straight through the wall. Nice detail, the little peek hole over there. Alright, I have simply no idea how to get that shroud. I mean, by the way, let's return the spade. Like so. And let's try to reason with him one more time. Maybe I can even just...
What do you think you're doing? I've a mind to call the guards.
This door I cannot interact with. Alright, I have no idea what to do, so let's just be safe and first save the game before I do anything stupid and I have to redo that dice game. Because it could also be that there will be quite some dice games lost before I have a winning round again. I mean, it's a game of luck after all. What could I do? To lure them away. And what was that? There was also another quest, I think, with that grave that we dug up. I think there was also something about a holy bone or something. Here, saintly remains. Urban would like to touch the remains of Saint Procopius, but in local monastery monks do not allow him to do so. Bring the relic to Urban. What relic? Yeah, so maybe that is a relic from that grave. So I could take it from that grave. I do feel a bit like a grave robber. On the other hand, yeah, in my belief system, the dead don't really have any use for earthly possessions anymore. Of course, we won't be robbing earthly possessions. We will actually be robbing a finger bone. Let's just see. I can do that without getting caught. 6 o'clock. Hopefully everybody is still asleep. Will he see me? Nope. There we go. Bone. Thank you very much. I feel a bit dirty now. But it is what it is. So let's see, what did we steal? Here. A bone. The Lord alone knows if this is the relic of a saint or the earthly remains of some poor wretch. So this is what we could use for this quest. Bring the relic to Urban. So we'll do that, but before going there, because that's all the way up to the monastery, that's quite far a ways. That's the tower all the way in the distance. I really would like to just get that shroud from the church, but I really have no idea how to. Yeah. How to lure him away, so to say. So let's quickly save the game. Maybe I can talk a bit more with that priest or something. See what's up. Well, I cannot. By the way, did I now also? Yes, I still have all my money from the dice game as well. What I put in there, so that's nice. I have quite a lot of money because I won. I didn't lose my wagered 100 groschen. So 76. Let's get a bit of food. Probably everything is closed still. Yes. Annoying. Probably it will also still be closed at 8:30. Probably should wait 1 more hour till 9:30. No, they're open. That's a good one. Hello.
God be with you, good sir.
Good luck to you.
Let's buy some breads. Thank you very much. Let's buy 5 bread. Very nice. And that was it. Let's see how much our new dice is worth. Only 5.5. That's not a lot. So we're good to go. Oh, back basket, close deal. And actually, I can also ask these guys about the man who just died. So probably I should first ask around.
Who's the man who died? The one who's lying in the church?
Oh, that was old Locott. He was a respectable fellow.
Thank you.
These are
That's all I needed to know.
the same dialogue options as with the trader charlatan himself.
Good luck to you.
Do I need to ask more people on him? Let's just try it.
Good health to you, sir.
Who's the man who died? The one who's lying in the church?
Oh, that was old Locotta. He was a respectable fellow.
What are his sons like?
Oh, they're sturdy men. Sturdy and straightforward. Mind you, Peter doesn't have any sense of humour. Mark's a more... But don't...
This is exactly the same
Thank you.
dialogue
That's all I needed to know.
as before.
Farewell.
Alright, I'm a bit stuck to be honest. Let's try him again.
From the yard, The or from ravens the woods, told me you were raven, coming. Fatty, pork, chicken, and beef. We have it all. Come and see. Farewell.
Cucumbers, lovely cucumbers. Asparagus too.
There must be a way to like get them out of this church, right? One would think. Ah, now the other one is here. Let's try to talk with him.
You've no business. Good health to you, sir.
My condolences.
Thank you.
The Lord be with you.
Take care now.
My condolences.
Thank you.
Alright, let's lie. Let's just try it. I don't like it, but it is what
I've
it
come
is.
to pay my last respects to a dear relative.
Have you? I've never seen you before.
I believe I'm your cousin.
We're from... Ah, wait. So now that's why I probably need to ask people about him. Then I can find the correct village. Wait, can I... Ah, shit, now I cannot get out of here anymore. Screw this. Because one of the options with asking about this family stated where he came from. That is probably the city that I now have to insert, and I find it a bit annoying that I just cannot get out of this. There's no option like, okay, see you later. Alright, so then I'm making just a gamble, and it will probably screw it up, but whatever.
Unlike yours, my father never left Vlashim. He must have told you where our family comes from.
He never talked about him much. They didn't see eye to eye.
You're right. Bad blood. For a long time, I didn't know my father had a brother.
So then you know my father also married a woman from Vlashim.
Apparently, I took the right village. Shit, I forgot her name. God damn it. I think... Jesus, I find it really bad game design that you can, now I know how this quest is set up, and of course they did say in the beginning ask around. I didn't knew why. I was like, okay, fine, they're from there and this is it, but I wasn't aware that the information that came forward during that inquiry is like crucial to get through this. So now a player knows that. He should be able to just cancel out of this dialogue, get the information that he or she that you need, and then successfully continue through it. But no, I have no idea what name it was again. I will go with Elizabeth, but
Who wouldn't know Elizabeth?
it's a big
I
gamble.
knew it! You lying wretch! Don't let me see you here again!
This is what I mean. Very, very annoying. No way, no way. No way. No way.
Where could his banners be? He must be here somewhere.
Fuck this. I didn't say.
I'm over here. This won't take long. God damn!
And this is pretty annoying. I didn't want to go it like this. Fuck this. If I die here, I have to redo the dice game, everything. It's pretty annoying.
Well landed.
Come on, Henry.
Oh there. Did that hurt?
Come on, Henry. What the hell? Not sure what that was all about. Screw this. Oh, man. Now what? Right, that is the time limit. This went totally not how I would have liked it. I really find it bad game design. The whole melee is kind of clunky. If he is waiting and Henry continuously misses his blows. It's only sometimes when an opponent blow is checked that there is a chance to counter strike, but that hardly ever succeeds. And that you couldn't get out of that dialogue option, because now I know what the idea was. I just had to go and ask the town people about him and then answer those questions correctly. But health, it's only 1. At least he didn't kill me. Energy nourishment is still pretty okay. Let's check out if we are wounded. Injured head, injured torso. Alright. Let's check the stats. Whatever. Probably just have to sleep it off. Or yeah, need to go to the bathhouse. Let's just do that. And then again, immediately save the game. And then in the next episodes, yeah, I could try that dialogue again, but that will not work. Unless maybe I will put on a helmet that he doesn't recognize me. And otherwise I will just melee fight him. And hopefully win that time, the next time. But first, let's just heal the wounds. Save the game and be done with it.
Good day to you.
Hello.
What do you need?
I would like the... Here, by the way, I'm
Who's
now
the man who died?
writing down the
one who's
answers.
lying in the church?
Oh, that was old Lokota. He was a respectable fellow.
1 second.
And how did he make a living?
He was a butcher of some renown in the region.
Alright, and of course, here it is. When you need a pen, I don't have it, but I found it.
Was he a local?
Oh, no. He came here from Vlashim because of an argument with his brother. We weren't too keen on him at first. His trade took customers away from our old butcher, you see. But we soon realized he was a decent man, and we all grew to love him.
It's a sad loss. What about his family?
His wife Lucy passed away a long time ago, poor soul.
Lucy.
He was never the same since then. He never laughed from the heart anymore. But he's left 2 sons behind, Peter and Mark.
Peter and Mark. So I can maybe try it with the other brother.
What are his sons like?
Oh, they're sturdy men. Sturdy and straightforward. Mind you, Peter doesn't have any sense of humor. That you'd notice. He takes everything as serious as a sermon. Mark's a more open sort. And a little superstitious. But don't make fun of him.
Superstitious. No fun of him. Alright. 1 second. I'm noting it down. That's all I need.
Thank you. That's all I needed to know. I'm interested in your services.
And what is it you'd like?
Everything.
I'll certainly need a physician to treat my wounds. Then a hot bath and laundering my clothes.
As you wish. Do you have the coin?
Holy shit. That's pretty expensive.
I'm not giving you that much.
And how much are you willing to pay?
I would like to pay 26.
Is this enough?
Come now, just a little more and we have a deal. You won't regret spending the money. I guarantee it. May the Lord watch over you.
Alright, I wonder whether this also replenishes energy. I hope it does. Because if it takes 8 hours, then probably Henry can also do some shut-eye. Sleeping a bit, I would say. Man, it's so slow. Don't crash.